Well, hello there everyone. This is Ion Mark III, and welcome back to my laymass factory on Factorio. At the end of last session, I was asking, rather pointedly, where is my steel? And I have actually found out. Since then, I spent a few minutes before I started recording this, poring over my factory, just trying to work it out, and there were a couple of slowdowns in this particular area of my iron ore conduit, but I've also worked out that, more importantly, my supply of iron plates is not actually being depleted, so they are in the middle of backing up. If this keeps excuse me, if this keeps going on much longer, then my entire iron ore storage system will balance itself out, and a lot more will be going to the steel because the iron will be completely clogged up. Which is actually kind of ideal. But right now I'm just rerouting and upgrading the systems here a little bit, just to get it going a bit more. And that involves also getting the storage system fully loaded for when we have actually got a lot of iron ore ready to be used. And that means I need blue inserters. Lots and lots of blue inserters. Hopefully there'll be some made by now. But, yeah. Oh yeah, that's just starting to make some here, as you can see. Ironically, this system is, it makes the end one, the smart inserters, slowest. But then as each stage backs up, it will make it faster. Because of how it runs along and builds. These things last and makes all the resources for the rest of it first. It's kind of a backward system in that regard. Look, it's already built another 8 just while I was saying that. Okay, let's see. What's going on in general is that I'm actually quite happy overall with the new start and end for my videos. Though I am going to try and make them a bit more relevant instead of I don't mind admitting, I actually made it a bit of a stopgap measure. That's why they've all linked to the same 3 different videos when I actually had them up last week. In case you actually clicked any links and noticed that. It's going to increase its editing time. Its editing time is going to be increased a bit. Oh look, another 10 already. But that is something that can't really be helped. Oh, I've lost a turret there. Though I'm also kind of concerned because the alien bases are pressing closer and closer and closer. I'm going to have to actually start hunting them out fairly soon if I don't want to get consistently overrun, because that is actually causing some damage to my factory. Just letting it all run around like that. But yeah, you can see a constant stream here going down to my smeltery set. Just like that. Now, for the purpose of this particular episode, I'm going to be... Oh, I've got a couple of damaged ones here, haven't I? I'm going to be actually getting some supporting factories up and running this particular session. Do I have anything else damaged lying in my inventory? No, I don't. Just these. I'm going to get some more supporting factories up and running to help my expansion and help me just get things in general sorted out. And I've also had a bit of feedback which concerns me. And that is the feedback that my factory layout is a bit convoluted, a bit complex, and a bit tricky to understand. And unfortunately, I'm sorry to say that is also the only feedback I've been getting. So, yeah. Not a lot I can do about some of that. I need to get this through here. But it's still feedback from the guy that I value it from most, so, hey, that's something, isn't it? I think it's something. It's definitely a something. So I'm still very glad to have it. Even if it does mean I'm going to try and be a bit clearer in explaining how and why I'm doing things from now on. Don't think I'm going to be making a tutorial guide or anything like that. That's another possible video set, not one that I'm planning to make anytime soon, really. Oh yeah, I didn't need that extension because I've got this one here which feeds from the... Yeah, I didn't need to do that. Darn it. I'm just wasting time with this because I'm getting a little distracted trying to explain reasoning on things. Anyway, I will try to be a bit clear in what's doing what and why, but the fact is that my systems are so convoluted and they don't make much sense because in general I have been trying a slap it down everywhere kind of approach for this particular factory. It's like, oh hey, it's not important, we can just make do with whatever. Oh yeah, that's backing up quite nicely. Make do with whatever kind of approach, and yes, it does mean that my layouts are a bit more confusing, and it does mean that my machinery is actually very inefficient. It could build things a lot faster than it does. But it's also kind of the price I've paid for doing things in this manner, I suppose. As more of a casual play, because I felt it might be a bit more palatable, a bit more acceptable to anyone who's watching this. So that's why things are a bit of a mess and a bit of a tangle and very much an organic growth rather than being supremely organised, much like my supporting power plants are. That's a good example of how I've arranged things a bit more organised, and how my foundry's laid out is also a good example. But I've not been doing that with most of my factory. Instead I've just been jamming one factory for everything, really, and then just leaving it at that. But it's time I started to do a few things of use, just to get things rolling. Now let's see, what I want to do here, first off, is I'm not going to use this just for my resource packs anymore. I'm actually going to use this to... where is it? I'm going to start making some air filters on automatic as soon as I find them. Here we go. Plastic, steel, coal. Yep, that should be just fine. I'll need to peel off a line from the coal over here. So that's why things are a bit of a tangle, really. I'm trying to make this factory a bit more of an organic entity than a coldly made, superior being kind of approach. I'm kind of wondering where the heck... oh. My storage tanks are full, so production has stopped. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at all that, look at all that. Alien tech. I don't have alien tech for collectors. I'm going to have to do that. Now then. First things first, let's get this stuff up here. Because this is extending the resource lines a bit further. Getting it up here, and I want you to make for me just some plain old air filters. Because of the position of the lines, it should actually be quite easy to do. If I tunnel that under there, and then like that, this factory should have access to everything it needs. In fact, let's see. Yeah, coal, plastic, steel. It can make absolutely everything it needs without any further additions from myself. Except for power plants. It needs access to power for some strange reason. Actually, I'm already out of blue inserters. Ooh. Well, I didn't exactly grab a full stock, but yeah, look at that. It's actually supplying the red inserter chest now, and I've got 100 blue inserters, which I've now taken. The blue inserter line will always go first because it's being fed by a blue inserter, ironically enough. So one there, one there, one there. That's getting the plastic, that's getting the steel. This one here will get the coal. And that should actually be it. I just need to power it. That reminds me, I need a plant to make these power cables too. There we go. Now, what does it need? It's a 2, 4, 10. So actually, a second inserter on filters would not be amiss. So let's go ahead and add that to boost the production speed and make this factory a little more efficient. Like that. There we go. That'll just keep it loaded up and quite happily making stuff. And I can just leave that alone now. Now then, next thing I wanted to do was... actually I can come up here and I can make my power lines as well. I can pull these out because there's already a link through that new factory. You know what I need? I need some lights as well. Just make a few of those. Now then, another factory. I need steel and I need copper, both of which are readily available. So I'm going to put one there, and then gap of 2 and one there. So what blew up? I think a turret blew up. Yep, a turret blew up, I think, somewhere. Somewhere down the south side. I'm going to have to check on this stuff later. Now then, let's see. I want to get the steel coming off here, and the copper coming off there. Then I will simply mash things together like this. I'm doing this so that it gets one of each resource going, you know. No, actually, yeah. One of each... It's 2 resources, so a single belt can convey enough to keep the factories running. I need a gap so that it can actually load the stuff into the factories there. This is the gap where the storage chests will go. And this is where the final products will be stored. Though sadly I do need to make 2 separate ones because I've got 2 separate products coming out. Otherwise they will clash and they won't make effectively and all that stuff. So you make medium and big electric poles. Yay, tech. Right. Since I need to be focusing on getting aggressive and stuff like that, I actually want to get tanks, but unfortunately that requires level 3 science packs and I can't make those just yet. I haven't actually got around to making battery production. So yeah, I'm being a moron and not really managing to do much. I don't even have laser turrets. I actually need that, so I'm going to do that now. There we go. That's the storage for the new poles that are being made. Load the resources from there. Now the tunnels will be to let the resource lines continue after this, like that. Because I don't want them to end here. I want resources to continue to flow onwards to the rest of the factory, like that. And then this is just dead ends here because it's got a mixture of resources on it for the local factories, which are now powered. Look at that! I'm getting more electric poles and things. Though this one actually requires a fair bit more. But yeah, I'm making stuff. I'm making progress, and hopefully I'm doing a better job of explaining it. So I don't know. I feel like I'm doing things more or less how I did before. So I'm kind of finding it hard to judge. Oh well, I'll work it out sooner or later, maybe. Now then, what's missing along here? I need to grab a stack of yellows if I've got it. I have not because it's being turned into reds right now. That's annoying. I'm going to have to make some yellows of myself. I'm checking my defences. Yep, I've lost a yellow over here. Go ahead. Is there anything else I've lost along this bit? I don't think there is, really. No. Any other big gaps? Well, I never defended that bit. I've lost a couple of turrets down here, a couple of turrets over here. Overall, things are actually pretty stable right now, so yeah, that doesn't matter much. Ooh, big attack coming in. And there's still that massive field of artifacts there, which I need to do something about. Later. Later. Definitely later. Okay. Tech. I need to start building roboports. And seeing as this place is making electric furnaces, I actually figure I could co-opt this entire thing. I'll use this advanced circuit production to make roboports as well. What does it need? It needs cogs and steel on top of the actual... Yeah, cogs and steel on top of the advanced circuits. This place has stopped making advanced circuits because it's all backed up. I've lost something else. A turret. Okay, I need to go down there and refortify the area. So this place is working okay. I don't need the plastic on that line, but there's nothing I can really do about it. Unless something else has blown up. A power pole has blown up. Yeah. I just hope there's not been a wall breach. No, there is not. It's just toxic clouds and things doing the damage. That's fine. I can ignore it for now. I'm actually going to put the factory here. So it's right next to the available line. Then I'm going to tunnel this line down one, and that'll let me put in an inserter to grab the advanced circuits for building the RoboPort. Now that just leaves the requirements for the copper and the steel. Actually, I'm going to reroute this particular line slightly so that I can get it one block away and get another blue inserter going here, which will deal with the steel needs quite nicely. So there we go. RoboPort production has now got access to steel. What it needs now is cogs. I'm not going to get cogs from down there. Okay, I've got laser turrets. Right, what can I do with that? Let's get... laser turret, no. Laser turret... Yeah, let's get laser turret damage up, because that should unlock some sniping laser turrets later on. That's one of the mods units, by the way, sniping laser turrets. They're just really long range ones that they hit hard. Actually, no, I don't need... Should I pull it off there? Why not? I'm going for the whole convoluted organic factory feel anyway, so I might as well. Just pull that down there, like that. And there we go. Steel access. I don't need steel, actually. What am I doing? I need cogs. So, that factory can go there. This will make the cogs, and then it'll pass straight off into that port there. So that's this factory's only purpose is to make the cogs. Like so. And look, I'm getting the pieces ready to make RoboPorts. Last piece needed is, of course, just a chest to store the finished product. And... what the frig? Okay, yeah, that area needs refortifying quite badly. So I'm just going to stop this chest down, restrict it so it'll only produce 2 stacks of RoboPorts. And then I'm going to just wander off post-haste. How many turrets am I carrying? 48. Fine, that's okay. I also need to get some yellow inserters from somewhere. Here it is. Yep, it's all backed up now, so I can just grab a stack of those. It's not efficient, but it's doing it. Now, what's blowing up? More inserters, turrets. Yeah, because the turrets are collapsing down here, it's actually no longer fortified. And the aliens are just wrecking the turrets one at a time, basically. And they were trying to punch through that wall there as well. I'm going to use the same design layouts that... hang on. They've broken a conveyor. How dare they? There we go. Let's get some ammo. No wonder this section was collapsing. It had no ammunition. Kind of important, that. That can go there. That can go there. Might as well put down a small pole while I'm here. There we go. Okay. This flank is now secured, and it should now actually be active once again. But I need to get those robots up in the sky kind of quickly. I'm 15 minutes in, so 5 minutes to go. That's not too bad. Okay, next issue. Down here, the other section of the line that is collapsing. How did an alien get... Wait. Oh, okay, a wall breach has happened. That's bad. That should not have happened, but it was completely away from my actual wall. Whoa! Incoming. What the hell are you? That was a red guy. I forget what colour that is, but anyway, walls are back in place. They can't charge through there. Aliens have been cock-blocked, effectively. I know I shouldn't say it that way, but that is effectively what just happened. Now, where's all the ammo? Oh yeah, it got loaded into those turrets down there, which have just been fixed. So I need to backtrace it and find out where it's all been supply locked now. It's probably the steel again, I think, due to a lack of iron ore. Or not. Okay. It's not a lack of iron ore, it's a lack of processing capacity. Yeah, boost my laser damage again, thank you. It's actually a lack of capacity that's doing this. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another slight upgrade going on, or rather something absolutely blooming essential, and see about producing some batteries, shall we? Because that's why we've got hydrochloric acid in these massive tubs in the first place. As soon as I find them. Here we go. 1 copper, 1 iron, sulfuric acid. Yeah, that's not too bad. Copper and iron I can just pull straight off these lines here, so that's not an issue. And let's do it like that, actually. There we go. I'm actually carrying enough pipes, I think I am, so I can just lay this straight down here like that. They all need hydrochloric acid as their main input, so I am just going to plug it straight into the line of my storage tanks here, giving a little gap so I can still get past it. And then just flood these plants with acids, making them extremely healthy places to work, as I'm sure you can imagine. Actually, that's something else I need to do. I need to get working on explosives, don't I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Anyway, these are going to make the lines for the batteries. I need some red inserters, so I need to go and quickly grab some of those. Yeah, steel is... These have placed a massive drain on the steel supply. These ones that are making all of my new shiny electric poles. Let's see, I need a set of reds, so grab a stack of those. How am I doing for blues? Not too bad. I'm okay for yellows as well. Don't need any greens. That's just there for completeness really more than anything else. I don't need them. How are you doing? Not so good due to a lack of steel, I think it is. No, plastic. You're out of plastic. And it's because these tanks are full. Okay, yep. I'm going to very quickly pry up some tanks. So I'm effectively deleting the contents of these tanks just to get the production started again. Because I do need that production running. Though as soon as I get access to level 3 science packs, that is going to be a priority. Getting enough parts and researching to start cracking those down so that I can start fueling them properly, you know. I say properly, but I don't do anything properly, do I? Ever at all. Not in a million years. I know it's a bit of a bad way to view it, but it's also a sad truth. Now then, these things. I'm going to use blues for loading, like that. This belt will only be carrying the iron and the copper which I need. Didn't mean to put that one down, like that. And then unloading will be accomplished by these reds, which will put it down onto a separate belt. If you're going to have assemblies like this running, it really is better to separate things rather than meshing too many resources on a single belt, because that just causes infinite numbers of problems, more than anything else. Oh, I've actually run out of reds. Okay, fair enough. Red belts, here we go, red belts. Right, I need some more red belts. I'm carrying too many yellow belts, but I need reds. I'm carrying too much ammo, I'm carrying too much of a lot of things. I do need to get my inventory sorted out. Kind of badly, really. Anyway. These red belts will convey my newly made batteries down here. And then unify them in this area. Batteries are kind of slow to produce, that's why I've got 10 things which I'm kind of dedicating to it. Like that. I also want to get one past the hydrochloric acid, like that. Okay. Merge the two lines here. And then I'll do my usual balancing trick of getting them actual merged together so that it produces a steady flow, like so. And then I also do my usual trick of it's going to be a yellow one this time, and a storage chest to help hold batteries. The thing is, batteries have a really high stack count, so this will hold a lot of batteries, so I'm going to restrict it to like one row. That's going to be 1,000 or so batteries easy. Yeah, the stacks are that bad. Now just tunnel that to get the flow past it, like so. Merge the two together. And there we go, we have the resources actually flowing into it. I just need to stress my steel supply a little bit more, and that will give me the power because I can't be bothered to make the things. You know, automation is faster. I'd have had to sit around building things for quite a while if I wanted to just craft this many posts by myself, but instead I've just got these things ready to go, and the entire thing is starting to power up. Yes, make my batteries. Make me power. Yes, that's what I like to see. And I'm actually getting more acid as well because I've started up petrochemical production again. And look, we're getting batteries. Lovely, lovely batteries. And that'll let me do some more stuff, but that'll have to wait until next time because this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe and all that good stuff, because I'm kind of curious to see if we can break this channel out of the stagnant rut that it's fallen into in terms of people who bother to watch it. This is Iron Mark 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time for some more factory building in Factorio. See you later.